Not unless it's sellable.
There's your water.
Well, you didn't put him any ice.
I
didn't put more ice.
I will tell
Here
you.
is the item
Yeah.
in
Okay.
question. Okay. So
That-
tell us about
Does
that.
it open up?
Okay. This
It's got
is
buckles.
what they call a saddle bag,
Yeah.
and it does open up. That's the strips, and it opens up. Would hold several books. Now, Daddy was grew up. You know where Coleman Farm Supply is, 101.
Yeah.
He grew up just kind of in front of Coleman's, down on the next creek. Might have been a little further back than the next creek, but that area. And he rode a horse, and the Selma School is right there at Coleman's, right in front of it. In fact, they started in Selma School building, and then moved across the road, bought that land, built their store. But that old building, I believe, has been moved or torn down. I'm not sure. But he rode a horse
To school.
rain or shine. And then when he finished, I guess it was 7th grade, I guess 8th grade, then he would ride all the way to Reedville. Now Reedville is a pretty good ride on a horse every morning and every evening. That would be probably 12 miles each way. And that was the saddlebag he had his books in, and usually the saddle has a knob or something that you can hook,
Yeah.
things over and hang things on. And that's where he met my mother, Kate,
At Reedville.
at Reedville. And I have no way in the world knowing how they got to Reedville, how she got to Reedville. They was, I think, a few times I heard her say something about maybe living in a boarding house there with a bunch to go to school during the week and then come home on Fridays or something like that.
There was a boarding house at Reedville.
Oh, I know it
It was
was.
for teachers.
Well, they had one for teachers now, but they was a boarding house there because I heard Aunt Ernie talk about it. I think she may have gone a year or two to Reedville too.
Well, nowadays people are getting real into looking up ancestry stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Do y'all know much about your grandparents, great grandparents? Any kind of long family history?
I don't know anything.
There's a fairly decent book on Gastons.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. The I think Lee's got not on Gaston's, but she's got it
She's
on
got Compton's,
Compton side.
which Mama was a Compton.
Yeah.
Oh. And I know some of it, and I don't know some of it. I'm not sure on some of it.
But I'm sure Lee will share with us what all
Oh,
she knows.
yeah,
That's-
yeah, she would share. She's basically blind now, but
Well, what did y'all? Cause I can't imagine no internet. I can't imagine not getting a book I want same day from Amazon, sort of thing.
yeah.
So what
Oh.
did you do? Like, I don't know. What did you try to fill your time with?
Work.
They call it work. Did you know you could start it daily? I mean, done to eat your breakfast and all your little chores, and you get out there and bend over and pick cotton, and you see some cotton somewhere, you need to just get out and pick a little, and realize a big portion of the years that was picked by hand. And hey, it's still being done west, probably the other side of the Mississippi, pretty lot. You pick cotton for $1.00 100.
And take it off from me. I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
And $1.00 100. I don't think I ever picked 100 pounds in a day.
Yeah.
And I thought I was picking pretty good. Now, they were some Williams family boys. They had about 12 boys, I think. And I don't know what about them, but they could pick a lot of cotton. Now, I understand them boys could pick like 300 pounds a day.
Yeah.
And they could pick but the whole family could pick 2 bales a day.
When was it that y'all had that the cross burning? Do you remember much about that?
No, that would have been during the time Hermie was teaching, and somebody just come at night and burn a cross in the yard. We didn't know nothing about it.
Like a wood cross?
Probably something about that high.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing.
Was that because of the? Were you born, Mama?
Oh yeah.
I thought it might have been before that.
No.
You don't
no.
remember much about that?
It was when Hermie was teaching. It was during that time. I don't know. Probably some of the.
I was probably about 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah.
So, what year?
Well, about 67, 68, maybe.
So still in the civil rights movement
Oh,
type.
definitely.
Really, the Ku Klux Klan stuff is still strong down around Lawrence. That's where they had the, they had a little building down there, and what they had stuff for sale, you know. Flags
Oh.
and Sasker stuff like Germany signs and that kind of thing.
They were selling all that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they had it open right there on the street door. You go in it. I never went in it, but I passed it, seen it.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been really, well, I believe the man either died that was running it or something happened to him once. But I bought a tract of land down there from a man that had bought it from one of the textile mills. He had bought, they'd set out a bunch of pines and were doing good. And his name was, don't really come to me right now, but anyhow, you know, I'd go down there and get with him. He'd ride his old truck, you know, around through and stuff, but he had nice roads fixed, but you'd still come to a water puddle every now and then, or mud hole.
Right.
And I remember one time we got stuck. And he said, well, said, it's not far down here to so-and-so's house. And he said, there's a four-wheel drive truck there, and I can go down and get it. Said, I know where the key'll be. And he went there, walked down through the woods, cut across, and gone about 20 minutes, he come back with that truck and got in there, and I don't know where my truck stuck or his truck stuck. One of us was stuck, and he pulled it out with that. It's a heavier truck. And then he said, follow him back down there and we'll put it back. And that's what we done. Never seen nobody. And just little things that would seep out. He was in the Klan.
Hmm.
Now, he didn't go around saying that. But just little things that I think both of them were in the club, and I didn't even see the other man, but just, he won't care. He's something, we're friends. And, you know, you go get another man's truck and don't leave a note, just get in it and go. I felt a little bit funny about that myself. I'd have probably shot at somebody getting my truck.
Well, you said you remember the bomb?
Oh yeah.
The what?
The bomb at your school?
Well, this is right after one of the bombings, I believe, in Low Country or something. And
What kind of bombing? Like a...
well, now I didn't see it. Hermie got a package.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, was back then, was that all there was, is like little ones? Or like these massive
no,
building?
no, this was a small thing.
Yeah.
As I say, I didn't see it. But this boy, I think it was kind of proven he was the one that did it. He was in this country probably illegal, but evidently he had made this thing up. Probably just using shotgun cartridges and poured the powder out to get him a little something. I don't, there wasn't any metallic things to it, was it? Nobody got hit with shrapnel or nothing. It just applied blast more. But now how it got activated and all that, I have no idea, because I never saw it and never went. I just did hear some of the
Just opening up the package.
yeah, that was enough to trigger it.
But the boy that opened the package,
He
face was messed up.
Yeah,
right?
he got burnt. His face got burnt. But not, I don't think, seriously. But I'm sure his eyelashes and all that burnt off.
And wasn't there a girl that got hurt too that was in the room? I thought there was a girl that got hurt.
But anyhow, this boy that knew nothing of it saw Hermie was having trouble opening it, he said, I could help you do that. And he either took it or moved it a little bit from her and went ahead and opened it. And that's when it poof.
And did they ever figure out why he sent that?
We don't know. I don't remember where he was from. Hermie probably knows. But
He was from some other country.
yeah, it was an unfriendly country, I'm sure.
But he had been in your class, right?
Okay.
And he had failed.
Well, it was the middle of the year, so he hadn't failed for the year.
Like, well, I thought that he was in your class maybe the year before.
I thought he was in, I don't know.
He might have been then. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I remember talking to the
But Sled came and checked
Atlanta.
Mama's car in the mornings
yeah.
for,
ATF, wasn't it?
I don't
I think it was
know what Sled, but
Atlanta people.
What?
ATF.
What?
ATF.
ATF, yeah, the
What-
record fire.
What year would this have been?
What?
What year?
Jim was a baby.
That don't help me.
Well, 88. Do you remember what time of year it was?
Oh, Becky.
I'm thinking it was early 81.
Okay.
Early in 81, probably.
Early 80s.
Yeah, it was 80, 81 for sure.
Well, did he go to jail?
I don't remember, but I doubt it.
I think he went to a
Something.
psychiatric lockup. I think he was locked up, but in a psychiatric
For a year, I think.
thing. Probably till he was 18.
I don't know.
That's probably what got him off, so he was being
But then the
underage.
family moved from here or something. But they were no more.
But didn't you hear from him again, like way later?
Not him.
Maybe through somebody. There was something later. Basically saying he was sorry.
He wasn't sorry.
Not then, he wasn't. You don't remember something about some contact? I don't know if it was direct or indirect, but there was some contact 10 years later or something like that.
I don't know anything about it.
Now, I had a boy to call me or write me. He called me, I believe, about some product that I had him polygraphed in Greenville, and well, what happened? There was some stuff got missing.
At Bale.
At the Prairie Go Company, and I had kind of just inherited that job of finding stuff that was missing in the life.
What you hunting?
That was, and I, you know, you have to do things. Everybody was in that little area, or it could have done it. Has to take a polygraph if you get one. I knew one already that was a thief, and this boy was one of the ones that'd been in that particular room. So I asked 4 or 5, whatever it was. I'd take them downtown to polygraph, and then the polygraph operator and I would talk about whatever, And most of the time, it was what they actually told him.
Yeah.
That's where we got the information that was useful. But what this boy had done, he was a nice kind of feller.
Oh, this isn't related to me.
No. He said he had been working with this stuff all day, and he just had a sample. So he believed it'd take him 4 or 5 of those tablets. He just put them in his pocket, carried them home, tried them out over the weekend. And he told the polygraph guy that when the polygraph told him, I'm seeing something you're not telling me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had tried him out and told him that. And I told him I knew that we had talked, because I get all whatever polygraph man gets. And I told him I had no problem with that. But he said he was applying for a loan and 2 or 3 other things. And some of it might have been military stuff, I don't know. But I told him he didn't have to worry about that. I kept that kind of stuff to myself.
Yeah.
And if they'd have been a problem with him, he'd have been out of there long before. It's not that we didn't have problems, but he wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
If I worked in a place, I'd probably try 2 or 3 of them myself.